On the south coast of Newfoundland in Atlantic Canada, you'll find a place that is not so very big. How is it then that a town like Grand Bank is making such big waves in the business markets of Canada and around the world? What if small really is the new big? What could that mean for people doing business here? Throughout history, it's meant that Grand Bank has done some very big things. Like many of the towns along the coastline of Newfoundland, Grand Bank is steeped in history. The first settlers here were French fishermen who were attracted to the area because of its sheltered, ice-free harbor. When the nearby island of Saint-Pierre-et-Miquelon was given to the French in 1763, many of the English settlers there relocated to what is now Grand Bank. The combination of scenic yet sheltered location made the perfect spot for a town to flourish and prosper. And Grand Bank continues to prosper to this day. How is it that a town like this could continue to thrive as time goes on? How did it not go the way of so many coastal towns like it and fade into obscurity? Maybe the answer lies in its people. Sometimes innovation and creativity appear in the most unlikely places. The population of 2,500 people in Grand Bank is certainly creative. The town has a rich culture of artistry, hardiness, and entrepreneurial spirit. It's something that draws these people together, the energy of a place that's continuing to grow stronger and more successful. It's that local pride and desire to succeed that's making a small place like Grand Bank a bit of a big name in the business world. Kay Riggs is the Vice President of Operations for Dynamic Air Shelters, a company with almost 100 employees. They're originally a Calgary company that makes blast-resistant shelters used by the Canadian military. Out of all the places in the world a company like this could use as a home base, it ended up in Grand Bank, Newfoundland.
Any company that's looking to do business should look at Grand Bank. I mean, it's a great place to do business. There's great people, great support, through the local agencies and the town council. People are just so willing to help, mitigate risk and overcome challenges. Everybody is committed to, growing and sustaining the organization. It's just a great place to be.
For a company that produces air shelters to find shelter in a unique place like this, there must be some kind of pull that this place has on the people here. Neil Locke knows all about that pull. He's been doing business in Grand Bank for over 40 years. Neil saw a unique business opportunity. He opened a metal manufacturing company, Metal ManuWorks, in Grand Bank, and now does business far and wide.
The business was started in 1991, and we basically came into the marketplace to create trawl doors for the fishing industry. Our customer base has expanded. We deal with shipyards, fish plants, the local fishing industry, the hospitals, the schools. The key factor to my success is the excellent workforce I've been able to have. And when I came to Grand Bank, I realized there's very strong work ethic here in the town. I mean, I've never met people who are more conscientious, hardworking, and industrious, and flexibility and ingenuity. I mean, it's a town steeped in history. I think a lot of their work ethic and their determination and civic pride comes from living so close to the sea and having to deal with the sea. They're very determined people. Anybody starting a business has a workforce they can depend on. They've got a council that's going to give them support, and they have a development association that could give them support. Grand Bank is a community that is in search of more business opportunities and is determined to grow, and I think it will.
So if a company operating in Grand Bank is doing business all over the map, what kind of big impression must a place like this make on someone who's returned from away? Colleen King, originally from Grand Bank, left to work in Ontario for years. but she'd always felt a strong urge to return to the place she called home. She's now the proud owner of the Thorndike Bed and Breakfast, a Queen Anne revival-style home with a story as beautiful as its view.
The population of Grand Bank itself, it is like one big family. And the Thorndike touches many people in Grand Bank. It's hard to find someone who doesn't have some connection to it. So the town seems to really want us to do well. It's a very hard-working, dedicated group of people here, and they're super, super friendly, super helpful. I think there's a good base of employees here that for any given business that you may choose to operate. We find here, we've only been here 3 years, and my husband and I had moved around a lot in the 12 years we've been together. And we find here we have more friends that you would consider very close personal friends than we had in all those other places put together. When you live in the big city these days, you don't necessarily get to know your neighbors, and they don't necessarily become friends. But here in Grand Bank, you can't help it. You're forced to, whether you like it or not. So it's been good.
Grand Bank is a town full of stories and full of success. Look at it on the map and it doesn't seem that big. But look closer. Look at its closeness to many major shipping lanes across North America. Look at its busy, sheltered harbor. Most of all, look at its people. There's a legacy of dedication and hard work that dates back generations here. And it's one that people take great pride in upholding. They are the resource that give this place a big advantage. There could be some big advantages to bringing your business here too. Grand Bank is committed to seeing new businesses thrive and flourish when they come here. Mayor Darrell LaFosse has these words for business operators looking to Grand Bank.
Now is the time to do so. You have a council here that's willing to work with you, willing to help you get started. We have a workforce that's ready, eager, and willing to do the work, and the doors are open, so it's just come on in.
A place like Grand Bank, a small place doing big things, could be just what your business needs to set it apart from the pack. If you would like to find out more information about setting up your business in Grand Bank and available funding, we've included everything you need to get in touch. Why not think big? Step outside the box and see what Grand Bank can do for your business. Become a part of the new success that's been found here. Speak with us today and discover what we can do to help your company become a part of this beautiful town on the edge of the island.